The gentle and kind third junior sister actually wanted to stand up for me, her so-called villain senior brother. But honestly, women only slow down the pace of my story. It all started when the protagonist declared at the disciple ceremony that he wanted to challenge Ling Xiao, the chief disciple of Divine Luan Peak. He even boasted that if he couldn't defeat Ling Xiao within 10 moves, he'd kneel on the spot and beg for mercy. With a villain sneer, Ling Xiao mocked him as nothing more than a stray dog. Yet deep down, he was thrilled. Finally, a chance to play his role, get defeated, and reset the story to normal. But just as the referee announced the start of the duel, a loud voice interrupted, "You're not worthy to fight my senior brother. I'll be your opponent instead." At that moment, Ling Xiao almost wished he were dead. First, the second junior sister caused trouble, and now the third junior sister too. On the viewing platform, the elders immediately saw through it. She was clearly standing up for me. The fat Taoist master frowned. This was bad news. How had Ye Chen suddenly ended up making enemies with 2 disciples of Divine Luan Peak? He was about to intervene, but Su Guang stopped him. On the stage, Ling Xiao, who had been waiting for this fight for ages, quickly tried to persuade third junior sister to step down. This is a duel between men. But when he held her hand, shock filled his face. Her palm was burning hot, covered in countless wounds. He instantly realized she had forcefully cultivated the 7th volume of the Heavenly Eagle Sword Capture technique, the Demonic Heart Capture. That technique, born from a fusion of holy and demonic power, carried earth-shattering spiritual energy, but caused immense harm to the body. Even when aiding Ye Chen against the great Zhou Empress underground, she hadn't used it. Stunned, Ling Xiao asked why she would risk such a dangerous skill. Her answer left me ashamed. "Only by becoming strong enough can I protect you, senior brother." Protect me? I'm just the villain. If anyone deserves protection, it's the protagonist. Ever since awakening her memories of the heavenly Tao, third junior sister had secretly sworn for her senior brother, nothing was too much. She would never let him bear all the scorn alone again. In her heart, she believed that by resisting Ye Chen, the so-called child of destiny, she was proving the truth. Her senior brother was the true chosen one. As Ling Xiao tried once more to talk her down, a surge of sword energy swept across the arena. The newcomer was none other than his master, the head of Divine Luan Peak, and the most beautiful woman in the eastern region, Xiao Hongling. "Step back now. My disciple fears no mere mortal." But Ling Xiao reassured her. "Master, this man has openly challenged me to a duel of life and death. I must destroy him to repay your teachings." At that moment, the system suddenly appeared again, restoring villain persona. Cultivation increased by 40%. Damn this cursed system. Was it worried I couldn't kill Ye Chen? Even Xiao Hongling reminded him, "Don't forget what I told you last night. Find an opportunity to kill Ye Chen. Do that, and I'll prepare an unexpected reward for you." Soon, the duel between the child of destiny and the destined villain officially began. The 4 elders all had their own opinions, but only Xiao Hongling was brimming with confidence. "My disciple will dominate the stage, unmatched and unstoppable." Meanwhile, Ye Chen taunted shamelessly from the ring, even leering that once he defeated Ling Xiao, he'd find a way to join Divine Luan Peak and take good care of the master and junior sisters. His disgusting words left Ling Xiao wondering who the real villain was. Anyone can mock. You think you're fit to challenge Divine Luan Peak? Today, I'll cut you down until nothing is left of you. With that, he drew his sword and lunged at Ye Chen. Xiao Hongling frowned deeply. "You foolish boy. I told you to conserve your strength, not throw it away recklessly." The elders shook their heads. This was reckless. Yet Ye Chen grew even more confident. Such flashy swordplay, but empty inside. "Watch as I cut you in 2. Then let's see if you still dare call yourself Divine Luan Peak's senior disciple." But only Ling Xiao knew the truth. His strike looked grand, but it carried less than a tenth of his true power. As the protagonist, Ye Chen would surely withstand it. And then, the system chimed in again. "New reward unlocked. Divine Sword Art. Thunder Command Technique." Damn it. I don't need this reward. What I need is for the protagonist not to dodge. Now, Ling Xiao panicked. What if this one sword really killed the protagonist? The audience was stunned by the sheer power of that strike. However, Su Widow, who knew the plot, sensed something strange. How could useless Ling Xiao suddenly display such peerless talent overnight? Unless someone had interfered with fate and forcibly infused him with power. When she glanced at Xiao Hongling, she seemed to understand. Meanwhile, Xiao Hongling was all gentle and affectionate, smiling sweetly at her disciple. "My precious student, is this the first sword technique you've created with?" As the smoke cleared, the so-called child of destiny was still standing. Fortunately, I held back at the last moment. Otherwise, the protagonist would have been cleaved in half. No surprise, it's the protagonist. He always escapes danger at the critical moment. Just as Ling Xiao braced himself for Ye Chen's fury, the unexpected happened. With a sharp crack, The Child of Destiny actually knelt before him on the stage, apologizing to the villain in front of everyone. He vowed to honor his promise, begging forgiveness from divine Luan Peak's disciples and pleading for mercy. The lively arena instantly fell silent. And to think I'd reduced my sword power to just 30%. You spineless fool! And you still surrendered? At that moment, an elder intervened. With a flick of his hand, he dispelled the terror-crushing Ye Chen. Since he has conceded, let this duel end here. But Ye Chen was terrified. After witnessing that strike, he knew he couldn't survive a second one. Ling Xiao, however, was left speechless. Is this the so-called Night God King, destined to dominate the 9 heavens and 10 realms? This pathetic! But soon his attention shifted to the 9 nether violet smoke eagle beside him. In the original story, after Ye Chen crushed Ling Xiao, this beast suddenly appeared and revealed the silk stockings hidden in Ling Xiao's robes. Its arrival meant the plot could still be salvaged. So I confessed, fine, I admit it. I'm the pervert who stole my master's stockings. But before the eagle could finish, someone struck it with a sword, nearly killing it on the spot. Ling Xiao cursed and turned angrily. Who the hell dares ruin my plan? To his shock, it was none other than Xiao Hongling herself. Victory has already been decided, and you still dare order a beast to launch a sneak attack on my disciple. Despicable and shameless! Her words nearly drowned Ye Chen in the disciple's spit. Why wasn't the master following the script either? And why was she now throwing me flirtatious looks in front of everyone? Damn this cursed system! Hurry up and show yourself. And those so-called heroines, no sense of professionalism. Not only do they ignore the plot, now even the protagonist is acting like a fool. How am I supposed to play the villain properly like this? Forget it, I quit. Then the system chimed in. Warning, host's mental state declining. Mission may fail at any time. This left Ling Xiao in confusion. His master and junior sisters now looked at him with warmth in their eyes. Ling Xiao's master and junior sisters were treating him kindly. Maybe he didn't need to keep pretending. Maybe he could stay in this world and truly get along with them. But when he thought of his parents and younger sister waiting by his hospital bed in the real world, his heart ached. I still have my parents, my little sister. I want to go home. As for why ever since Ye Chen had arrived, the plot, and even the personalities of his master and junior sisters, had started to drift, he could only take things one step at a time. Ling Xiao swore to live out this villain's life fully and complete every task the system assigned. When the elder officially announced his victory, the second junior sister and third junior sister rushed over with bright smiles to congratulate him. Seeing this, Xiao Hongling also revealed a faint smile at the corner of her lips. Yet she couldn't understand why her 2 female disciples' attitudes had suddenly changed. According to the prophecy in her dreams, weren't they supposed to fall for Ye Chen and slowly grow to resent Ling Xiao? Could it be that from this very moment, Xiao Wei's fate had already been twisted and rewritten? Watching her disciples getting along in harmony, as their master, she should have been happy. So why did she feel a pang of loss instead? Ling Xiao noticed it all, but since he had chosen to continue playing the villain, he would see it through to the end. Meanwhile, the protagonist was seething with rage. For the so-called Child of Destiny, being humiliated and beaten into the ground by a worthless villain was worse than death. Elder Shui, the spirit bound to his ring, tried to calm Ye Chen down. That fox who stole your fortune is no different from you. Leave this place before trouble grows. But the thought of Ling Xiao, this villain who kept stealing his chances, only made him angrier. Little friend, don't speak. You've already suffered internal injuries. I'll pass on a cultivation method to help mend your meridians. Ye Chen immediately sat cross-legged to absorb it. Thanks to Elder Shu's help, he narrowly avoided disaster. Feeling refreshed, he once again blamed everything on Ling Xiao. He swore that next time they met, he would make him suffer. What he didn't realize was that our senior brother was already behind him and appeared right in front of him the next moment, nearly scaring him to death. Terrified, Ye Chen stammered, asking what Ling Xiao wanted. To his shock, Ling Xiao slammed him against a tree. Why don't you guess what I want? In truth, Ling Xiao only wanted to observe whether this foolish protagonist's role had changed as well. But to Ye Chen, it looked like he was dealing with some twisted pervert who liked both men and women. Fortunately, the fat Taoist master showed up just in time. Ling Xiao eyed the crafty old fox suspiciously. What was this schemer plotting now? In the original story, he never cared this much about the protagonist. Not wanting to raise suspicion, Ling Xiao used the excuse to let Ye Chen go. He was just starting to feel relieved that, although the disciple ceremony hadn't gone exactly as in the original plot, at least it had ended smoothly, when suddenly the little junior sister appeared. swaying unsteadily. Around her neck hung the beast jade pearl, said to be the divine accessory of an ancient god. It possessed heaven-defying power and was a Lu family heirloom, capable of controlling every beast within 1,000 miles below core formation level. Had this girl really brought an army of beasts to crash the ceremony? Her sickly, yandere-like expression was enough to send a chill down Ling Xiao's spine.